Welcome to Inside Auto Podcast, where we feature everyone and anyone you'd want to talk to in and out of the automotive industry.
Ilana Shabtay here, host of InsideAuto Podcast, where we interview top dealers, GMs, marketers, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders in and out of the automotive industry. And before we introduce today's guest, this episode is sponsored by FullPath.com. FullPath is the automotive industry's leading customer data and experience platform, CDXP. FullPath enables dealers to turn their first-party data into lifelong customers by unifying siloed data sources and leveraging that data to create exceptional, hyper-personalized customer experiences. To learn more, visit FullPath.com. Today, we have a very special guest. His name is Eitan Koter. Eitan, how are you?
Oh, doing well, Ilana. This was a great intro. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much. Live from Tel Aviv, which is exciting for me. This is like the first time I can record a podcast that's not like before 10 p.m. So appreciate it. And I love having fellow Tel Aviv podcast guests on the show. Eitan is co-founder and co-CEO of Vimmi, a leading video commerce SaaS company providing multi-channel shoppable video and live shopping solutions to brands and retailers, including automotive retailers. So we'll obviously touch on both here. Eitan is a thought leader in video commerce, digital marketing, social commerce, and startup bootstrapping. And he also has his own podcast, and he hosts his podcast called Ecom Pulse. So thanks again for joining as a guest this time. And I look forward to actually tuning into your podcast as well.
I would love to. Nice.
So first, let's start with your background. How did you get into this? I'd love to understand a little bit more about what problem you're solving when it comes to video marketing and e-commerce. So let's just start high level. Give us an overview of what you're doing these days.
Okay, great. So I started in video more than 2 decades already, and video back then was primarily used in the media and entertainment sectors, like by traditional TV stations. And it was the beginning of pay TV companies, right? Satellite companies delivering video. Mm-hmm. Obviously, there were cable companies. And throughout the years, obviously, the internet was heavily used for streaming video. And now video is everywhere. And we have Netflix, and we have Disney, and we have video that has been obviously used over the internet, of the public internet, for media and entertainment use cases. But about 4 years ago, started from China with live shopping, video started to do this big leap into commerce and into businesses. And this is where we started to see the migration of media and commerce. That's something that we thought about and talked about for many, many years. And we know that video marketing is such an important aspect of any marketer these days. Video is so helpful in both in marketing activities, but also in customer support and training, and obviously in other categories and other industries. So at Vimmi, we have developed a SaaS platform. We call it a video commerce SaaS platform that helps businesses, online businesses, to create shoppable experiences across their own website and across social media channels. The idea is to connect videos to product pages and online product pages, and create shoppable opportunities for shoppers to click to check out, both on company's website, but also on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and Pinterest. And our list of integration is very, very long. And the idea is to create videos in various stages of the funnel to create more engagement, to increase conversions, and even to create actual checkout experiences from these videos.
That sounds, I haven't experienced it yet, but it sounds super easy and fun, even as a consumer, to just like interact with the video and be able to check out. Do you feel like, obviously businesses will use this platform. Do you feel like you have a lot of influencers on social media that are also using this platform?
Yes, that's a very, very good question. The challenge is not the technology. The challenge is to create those videos, right? So mostly when we work with businesses, they are creating content by engaging with influencers, content creators, UGC. There's a big trend around EGC, which is employee-generated content. And we know it's a very, very powerful way for companies to go out and just do a quick short-form videos, post it in a very consistent way, and even on a daily basis. This creates a lot of differentiation and opportunity for sale. Other aspect of the business is, of course, working with influencers. And influencers, like in the US, leading influencers these days are going to be like the biggest brands out there. So there is a trend for influencers to create a lot of content, to start merchandising products and build their own
Right.
e-commerce businesses and use video to launch businesses primarily on TikTok and other platforms, with the idea to become like a brand that they can, they can create products and operate as a brand out there.
Yeah, I see that a lot. Can you walk me through what the experience would be like? Let's say I'm on a website specifically, just because I can picture it on social media, but I can't
Hmm.
necessarily picture as a consumer what the interaction would be like on a website. I'm on a website, let's
Yes.
say it's like a shoe store, a shoe website. And what's the interaction between like clickable versus and scrollable versus video? Do you understand my
Yes.
question? Like
Yes.
what would
Yes.
be the
Sure.
experience for
Sure.
me as a
Sure.
consumer?
Let's take the car dealer use case as well
Yes,
to
please.
make
Okay,
it more
let's shift
focused,
to
right?
automotive. Let's
So
go.
like we have all these web pages, right, where the car dealers are posting, the all the cars and vehicles out there, and it's usually a
Yeah.
regular product page with maybe a few pictures and maybe there's a
Hmm.
video here and there, right, and just description and a checkout and probably opportunity to purchase. So first, think about this main car dealer website. That whole website can be enriched with interactive videos. Those videos are pre-produced. Okay, they are created, they're uploaded to the platform. The video player is interactive video player. There's a area in the video player where shoppers can ask questions, right, and someone can reply in the video
Chat,
player itself, like
like
a chat.
chatting.
Yes.
Okay. Is
On the other
that
side,
like
yeah.
chat GPT or is
No,
it
no, people are asking
oh
questions,
oh it's
and the
actual
dealers,
people?
they can put a response team or someone from the
Oh,
sales
cool.
just to answer online questions.
So a
By the way,
managed
if it's
chat.
a live event, that live event, I said, okay, new cars just came in, love to show it. If you buy now, you get another amazing price or some incentives around going live. That live goes to the car dealer website, but also to
Hmm.
all these social channels, TikTok, Instagram,
Yeah.
YouTube, right?
Yeah.
All the social channels. And there is a chat system. That just chat system, we pull all the questions to the backend or to the console of our platform. And there is a sales team who can reply to those questions and can execute those checkout events. So this is one aspect of this interactive ongoing communication. The other aspect is on the video player itself. And doesn't matter if you watch it on a vertical video on TikTok or on the company website, there is a buy now button on the video, which is interactive. Okay, so you can
That's cool.
click
Yeah.
buy now and you're redirected to in video checkout, right? And while the video continue to stream, right? And the seller
Hmm.
gives you more information and more incentives to purchase. And this enriched environment create a much higher emotional connection and loyalty between sellers to potential buyers. And the conversion rate, we see conversion rates like sometimes going up to 30-40% of people who are joining this event are actually making a purchase, because this event needs to be prepared in advance, marketed in advance, and also marketing during the event itself. So it's a very, very powerful tool. On a non-live scenario, let's say that live event has finished, we can record the event, chop it to small short form videos, or influencer or the sellers themselves, which is the most powerful way. The car dealer sellers, they create short form videos or long form videos uploaded to the platform. Those videos will be available automatically within all the different product car pages where you can buy that specific car. They will be enriched with video. Those videos again have the ability to ask questions and check out from within the video, and those videos will be posted also on social commerce. So the whole look and feel is like a future-proof kind of an e-commerce platform, which is more enriched, interactive, increasing dramatically the conversion rates, reducing shop abandonment, and it's probably the really differentiated and amazing way to sell cars and to sell this type of products.
Yeah, I really like what you said about increasing the emotional connection.
Mm-hmm.
In the car industry in general, we talk a lot about how it's an emotional car buying process. There's a lot of emotion involved in getting like
Yeah,
what the second biggest purchase, right, of anyone's life beyond like a house. So
sure.
having that kind of bringing that to life on the website or in digital, I think is really important and what car dealerships are really looking for, because they can create that emotional experience in the showroom, in the actual car dealership, but they can't necessarily create that experience online to the extent that you're explaining it now.
Yes.
I do see a lot of car dealerships would probably use this to book appointments, because although digital retail is a hot topic in automotive, and there's Carvana and there's Vroom and there's all sorts of checkout processes now for people to buy cars online, people are still wanting to come into the dealership, old school, meet the salesperson, test drive the car. But the conversion rate to appointments when you're interacting with the car dealer at that level with video would probably skyrocket.
It's very powerful, and you know that anyone who comes to join the meeting, if you schedule this through the live event or through the video, that's a high intent buyer, right? That is there, is already totally engaged and came over. And look, I'm interviewing in my podcast a lot of online businesses, and we talk about 5 figures transactions that are happening online. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Things are changing. There is a category, obviously, that people who wants to come to to meet the seller face to face. They want to touch and feel. But there's a category out there that they don't mind getting all the good information, and you can provide a lot of valuable information through video, and they can execute the transaction online. This is definitely possible.
Yes, it is possible, and I think Gen Z for sure will be more in that direction than any other.
Exactly. And Gen Z, this is the way they purchase, right? Through online, through video, through search. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Can you, since we brought it to automotive, can you talk about just your experience of working with automotive marketers? What are some of the best practices when it comes to implementing something like Vimmi?
So you need to have a content planning, right? You need to be committed, because today consistency is probably winning any innovation or any creativity of marketing. Just be consistent, just be there, right? So today, short form videos is very powerful. You need to do it in obviously between 30 to 60 seconds, upload it to all the vertical video social channels like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. And the idea is to use the right hook, right? And it depends where are you in the marketing funnel. So we're just it's not only just pushing products, right? You need to create videos. Like if you are in the awareness stage of probably a new listing, and you need to just explain that. But if you're launching a new business, you want to create a lot of content around the industry, about trends in the industry, just building this confidence that you're providing real value, right? And when potential shoppers are in consideration stage, then provide them all these how-tos and versus, don't be afraid to mention also like other probably cars that are competing on that specific category, because the buyers are very, very smart. They're doing like 80% plus of the buying journey by themselves without talking to anyone, right? So don't be afraid to just show up, provide alternative options. That will create a lot of credibility and value that you provide to your shoppers. And when they are ready to decision mode, just bring them to the car dealers, invite them, provide the details of the products, like functionalities, features, functionalities, the pricing, make it very, very towards closing, towards conversion. So we always recommend and to create these, if possible, just spend maybe one day, which is half a day, in creating few of those. Don't spend too much time on thinking. Authenticity wins everything. And if you're a seller and do it very, very well, there's no problem for you to do it, over your, just capture yourself on an iPhone, create those videos, small editing, upload them, and just be consistent. At least 2-3 months, the results are going to be overwhelming for you as a personal seller, as a thought leader, and as someone who's truly differentiating, and for the car dealership as a company itself. So this is on the on the short form videos that you need to be very, very consistent. And it's okay to create this longer form from time to time. Probably it goes to YouTube or the company website. And EGC is very powerful, like employee generated content. I'm like the owner, the sellers, encourage them, even give them incentive to create videos, put those videos online on their own social channels, on the company's social channels, and on the website, both on short form, which is more consistent on a daily basis, and the longer form that you can do probably once a week or once in 2 weeks. And then you have the live component, right? So maybe do like a daily show or a weekly show that people are really excited about, creating this FOMO effect. Do the right marketing in your newsletters and social media about that event, that showcase what you're going to describe, to share prices, some incentives, and people will share it with their network. And you know that whoever is joining that live event, these are high intent potential buyers, right? So it's up to you, to try to craft that live event in a very interesting way. It's not easy to captivate audience for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. It's just totally different from a 20, 30 seconds short form video. But you'll find those who are very, very good at it. And doing those live events by the employees and the top sellers and even the business owner is just so much better than hiring an influencer or someone outside of the company as a creator. Gen Zs, you mentioned Gen Zs, they can figure out within few seconds if it's authentic, if this guy is for real, and if he knows to answer all my questions. So employee-generated content, both live and non-live, is amazing. Totally fits, the car dealerships model because it's primarily sales-oriented. So just taking this sales from keeping it offline, but adding online aspect to it, doing this omni-channel type of ideas, like probably sometimes is an opportunity for checkout and sale, but sometimes opportunity just to reschedule a meeting. So that buy now can be scheduled now, right? And it can redirect to a scheduling page, bring them over, helping them close more deals, but you're not starting the sales process from zero, right? It's already an established customer with intent that comes over and is really advanced in his mindset to take a decision because he saw those videos previously.
Yeah, and you said two things here that are really important that I want to reiterate. First thing is that you basically built the content plan for any business. So thank you. Meaning it's really important. You have the short form, long form, live events. Once you have that good mix, and I'll also add something to that, which is that once you have the long form, you can recycle, cut it up, use it in different forms, recycle that content. Right. So it does take a little bit of creativity and time to get that started. But once you have that baseline calendar that you basically put together for us in the past 2 minutes, it is easy to just kind of like reuse your content and stay on schedule. And the second thing that you said here that I think really sums up this conversation, so I just want to reiterate it and emphasize it, is that when you have video and you have that emotional connection to a product or to a company, and you lose the opportunity for conversion because there's no place to convert, that's, I think, like you really hit on something special for like the next iteration of like commerce, right? It's like, let them do both at the same time, have this emotional connection, and they can convert while they're still interacting with the video. So that's innovative, and I think like really hits home today's consumers and how we shop. So super important, and thanks for highlighting that. Love it.
I hope, can I grab this last minute for our marketing collateral as well?
Yeah, sure. Feel
Ilana?
free.
Okay, thanks.
Copyright Ilana Shabtay. No, just use it for whatever you want. But it's true. I mean, it's a very powerful way of thinking. So before we sign off here, and thank you, Eitan, so much for sharing with us today, just throw out there what you think will be like any predictions that you have for digital marketing or video marketing specifically in 2025. Anything we should be prepared for?
I think we're moving obviously from community building, which is something that is obviously been discussed in the last few years, to one-on-one relationships, really, right? But using all this technology and interactive tools, AI, trying to figure out on a personal level attribution, customer journeys.
Yes.
And that's, I think, the next level of marketing. And I think video is fundamental because video is so enriched in terms of data. And you know, as a company also working a lot on data and insights, and video just provides so much knowledge about what's happening with consumers than regular text or picture. So that's, I think, where it's going.
Yeah. And like being able to really process that information and understand the customer journey.
Large scale.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. Well, Eitan, thank you so much for joining. And for those who are enjoyed this episode, please tune in. InsideAuto Podcast. We're on all your favorite streaming channels. So again, thank you so much. And
thank you.
Hope to have you again in like a year where we can talk about if your predictions were accurate.
Yes, sure. And again, anyone who from your listeners are interested in the Vimmi platform, just go to vimmi.net. That's VIMMI.net. And there is a free package. You can start rolling, and we're here to help at any stage.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's where we can find you. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to InsideAuto Podcast. Check out our other episodes with top entrepreneurs and industry leaders.